Hi, Karina here, your Lucid Living Coach. Thanks for joining me here on my YouTube channel or my website. Today I will be discussing Jupiter entering the sign of Capricorn, where it has been in Sagittarius for the last year. And on December 2nd, which is tomorrow at 10:20 a.m., Jupiter will be entering the Earth cardinal sea goat, Capricorn. Well. This is going to be felt by everyone, especially Sagittarius, because Sagittarius's ruling planet is Jupiter. Now, Capricorn is ruled by, in the body, it's the knees and it's your bones. So, with that being said, take care of your knees and your bones because Jupiter is going to be expanding this area. So, how long will Jupiter be in Capricorn? It will be here through December 19th, 2020, where it will then switch into Aquarius. I'm kind of looking forward to that one because I love the Aquarian energy. So, what about Jupiter in Capricorn? It is in its fall. It's not completely happy here. So, Jupiter being in Sagittarius was at home. It's like being at your house. You're super comfortable there and you can create a lot of laziness because things are just comfortable and easy. Well, in Capricorn, it's a little different because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is the constrictor, which is the yang, and Jupiter is the yin and its expansion. So it's actually kind of in the house of someone very, very different. Maybe there's more order to things in this house. Maybe there's more books and scheduled times of things. Maybe the PG&E goes out at 6, and so you're just left to go to sleep early and wake up early. These are just some of the things that Jupiter might be going through for the next year. So, like I said, it is the yang wants to expand, but being in Capricorn is being restricted. So the last time Jupiter was in Capricorn was December 2007 into January of 2009. Where were you? What were you doing? And how was this transit affecting you? Now, every transit of Jupiter in Capricorn will be different because the planets will be in different positions making certain aspects to this planet. So, but there is a major theme, okay? Like 2007 to 2009, I was super on my health regimen. I had my daily routines. I worked out at the gym like 4 or 5 days a week. I was in really good shape. And by 2009, the business that I had been building was sufficient enough to float on its own. So, that being said, that is in my 6th house of health and daily habits. Where is Capricorn in your chart? What house? This is where this will be highlighted for you this year. This is where you're going to have the most luck and expansion. Okay? So Jupiter is pretty much playing in this house for the next year, and that will be its main focus. So what is Jupiter? Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion, spirituality, travel, education, the connection to the higher self. It is the god of the sky and thunder. It's Zeus. And he kind of reigns and like he takes care, I guess he's the god of the gods. Okay. So if you know a life coach that coaches other coaches and leaders, that's kind of what Jupiter represents. And Capricorn is about building legacy through discipline and patience and perseverance. It's kind of slow, right? It's the goat that climbs the mountain. It's the sea goat, right? So it's goat in the front, and then it's like a fish tail in the back, right? So it's easy to go and move forward, but it's very difficult to move backwards. So if you've known any Capricorns or any personal planets in Capricorn, you'll realize that they are very slow to make decisions, right? They're very slow to, let's say, open up their hearts. Let's say if Venus is in Capricorn, they're very slow with falling in love. And the reason for this is because they know that once they get in, they can't easily get out. So they look at all the aspects and they look at everything in detail to make sure it's safe to go in, because it won't be as easy coming out of it. So with that being said, Capricorn is very stable. It's traditional. It's credible, reliable, valuable. It is the yin of Saturn's, the yang. One is expansion, Jupiter. One is constriction, Saturn. It is also the goddess. It's physical form. It's connecting to the physical and manifesting our desires. It's making it concrete, right? It's like using your vehicle to get to your destination. It's money. It's what our worth, our work and legacy, our relationships with status. It's slow and steady. The process, ritual, committed, determined, hard work, and diligence. The expansion of accumulating wealth is the highlight, because Jupiter is expanding all this Capricorn characteristics and energy. So Capricorn is the sign of winter. It is the cardinal sign of winter. It initiates winter. It has a lot of movement forward. It has the determination and it has the skills to get where it needs to go. Next is Aquarius and then Pisces. Those are the three that rule the winter. Okay, so this is where we stand firm into the things that we believe in. Okay, because Jupiter is spirituality. It's what we believe. It's our ideals. And it puts our ideas into action. So it drops our 5D into 3D. Okay, so we are building stability in the year of 2020. This is the numerology 4, right? There's 4 legs on a chair. It's super stable. And this is what we are doing. And Jupiter going into Capricorn is helping us really understand what it is that we need to focus our energies on, and giving us that expansion and that luck into our daily routines and our stamina to keep moving forward, right? Because cardinal energy, you need that energy climbing up the mountain. That seed needs that energy to sprout out of that dirt, right? So this 2020 is the year of gestation, because it is a brand new year in the decade, right? So we are wrapping up. It is December 1st, rabbit. We are wrapping up the last month of the decade. And we'll even feel that more when spring comes, because that is the real rebirthing and spring, right? So we will be materializing in 2021. The creation, right, is the numerology 5. This is creation. Okay. This is birthing something new. So we're putting all the work and the effort in 2020. 2019, towards the end, we were being put on our path in 2019. 2020 is going to be really working towards what we're manifesting for that 2021. So it is a gestation period, and that was my point of that rambling. We're working on and changing what we consider home, homeland, as well as its structures, like the systems, government systems, education systems, religious systems, our value systems. Because Jupiter is going into the Earth sign, it's naturally going to trine the other Earth signs. And that is Taurus, where Uranus is, which is changing our value systems. And the other one is the Virgo, which is the Earth, Gaia, Mother, healing. These things Jupiter will be working close with in changing our value systems, and which in turn is going to help Mother Gaia, Earth, the Virgin Mother. Okay, so that's exciting because the Earth hasn't been very happy lately, especially with all the changes she's been going through with the magnetic pole shifts and all these weather changes and global warming and all this stuff happening. And we're seeing it in our weather. We're seeing it everywhere. So this will help the collective really get its priorities right to help our Earth with what we contribute. So we're not doing any more harm that is really necessary, that's already naturally happening with, natural evolution. With that being said, the messages also between the worlds will be clear. And we will be working to change our path into this new world, right? Because we're moving out of the old world into the new world. Now, the eclipses, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the eclipses because Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, and the eclipses for 2020 will be focused on Gemini and Sagittarius, and I will do a brand new whole video on these eclipses. But awakening and putting them on their path, Gemini and Sagittarius, wherever that is in your chart, but especially those suns and Geminis, because it is changing your self-awareness and really getting to awaken your soul, like your soul's purpose as well. And that will be putting them on their path. If Sagittarius and Gemini have been feeling lost, they'll start to be found again. And they will feel like they are in the spotlight, because you will be in the spotlight. Sometimes it's not very easy. I had my eclipses in 2000, I think 16, 17. And my last one, I think, was this year, it was 17, 18. And then I think the last Leo Aquarius eclipse was at the beginning of this year. So it switched to Cancer and Capricorn. And we will also have Cancer and Capricorn being highlighted in eclipses in 2020. Gemini and Sagittarius, however, will be stepping into spotlight, telling Cancer and Capricorn, well, it's kind of time to move out of the way because it's time for me. There is a time, the universe makes time for everyone. So this could feel for them unstable and fated, which they will be. All these transits for 2020. With Gemini being the twins and Sagittarius, that portal right there is definitely divine partnerships. There will be a lot of unions with divine partnerships and some realizations of, if you are a twin flame, who your twin flame is and what you are here to do. So that's exciting. Now, Sagittarius will definitely feel this transit because Jupiter is Sagittarius ruled planet. As a collective, we will feel this shift because it is the biggest planet in our solar system. Jupiter has been home for the last year in Sagittarius, being comfortable. So it got a little bit lazy because of it. So now they're not so comfortable. Jupiter is not comfortable in the home of Capricorn. It is known to be in its fall because it's in the home of Saturn, which is the constriction planet that rules limitations. So where Jupiter just wants to expand and explore and learn, Saturn is giving it some limitations and responsibilities and structures. It's asking Jupiter to look before leaping, to be more cautious and controlled. Like Cancer, the water crab, brings us into the depths of the ocean, right? Brings us deep in those emotions under the sea. Sagittarius, however, brings us to newfound heights. It really sees all the greatness and the goodness that the universe has for us, right? And Capricorn brings in both of these qualities into balance to be able to manifest them. So this gives us a sense of confidence in the natural world to be able to achieve anything that we work hard at and create a consistent motion forward into it, right? So this transit is an overall great energy for those Capricorns, being that they've had Saturn and Pluto transiting them. Which are the benefits? It's been kind of beating them up a little bit all over the place. And Jupiter's coming in to really bring them that sense of luck and a newfound spiritual outlook. They are being reborn in a little way. That's kind of how I see it. Because Capricorns have been really working hard and they've been stable towards their goals. And if that is you as a Capricorn, and you've been stable and working towards a goal, this is the time where Jupiter is going to grant you the gifts, because Saturn's there as well. And Saturn is the karma planet. Around the 15th of December, Jupiter will exactly trine Uranus, and this will be a harmonious transit. It's a conversation between the lucky and the eccentric. Plus we have Mercury in Sagittarius trining the moon in Leo. Like, that's really beautiful energy. Really looking forward to December 15th because we can be having some sudden insight into something new and exciting. We will have a desire to do something adventurous and different, new and inventive ways, possibly of making money or even traveling the world. And this will be coming into our awareness. What is really of value and important to us, and how we are going to manifest that. Because Jupiter being in Capricorn, Uranus being in Taurus, which is our value. Capricorn is our legacy, our hard work. Like, how are we going to get there, right? Because Capricorn rules our 10th house naturally. And Taurus rules our 2nd house naturally. So there is something that has to do with our value and our legacy and work in the world. And how are we combining these two? And we have Virgo, which is the other Earth, which is our 6th house of daily routines, health habits, and how we nurture ourselves and others. So this is going to be pretty much the highlight for this Jupiter transit for 2020 until it moves into Aquarius. So I hope that's helpful. Jupiter in the card of tarot would be the Wheel of Fortune, and Capricorn is the devil. So where can we find the silver lining? That could be very Jupiter and Capricorn. How are we going to expand within our limitations? And work with what we have to work with, right? We need to look at our toolbox. Like, what are the tools that we have to work with, and how can we utilize them to really get what we want? It's kind of like a survival technique, right? So I hope that's helpful. And if you would like to know how this Jupiter transit for the next year will be affecting you, please go to my website, www.lucidlivingmovement.com. Sign up for a free consultation. Your first 20 minutes is free. And we can get you a video to let you know about how Jupiter's transiting in your chart and what aspects it's making to your personal planets. So I hope you guys enjoy this transit, and I should pull a card, maybe. Pull a card? Should I pull a card? Yeah, I should pull a card. So this will be Jupiter and Capricorn. Choose a card. Okay. What is it? The Lovers. That's appropriate because this is a Gemini card. And since how all the eclipses are really focused on Gemini and Sagittarius, and as far as Gemini is to Jupiter in Capricorn, it is a quincunx. So Jupiter is trying to figure out what needs to be adjusted, or what is that thing that you just feel, but you don't know exactly what it is with that partnership, okay, or that lover. We are finding who it is that we want. We are finding out our value, and if it's matching up with the people and relationships in our lives. This is the twins, the twin flames. This is the balance between the masculine and feminine. This is Adam and Lilith, which are equals. They equally masculine and feminine dichotomies. So maybe there will be some things being awakened in our divine partnerships, and really making it concrete. You know, it's relating to our relationships, sexuality, personal beliefs and values, which is totally Capricorn too, because and Sagittarius, that Jupiter is about our values and our personal beliefs and how those are blended. So it's establishing your bonds, and it's forming a union of a marriage, and it could be in a partnership or a romantic relationship. It's about seeking that merging, okay, of energies. So questioning and receiving opinions, figuring out where you stand in things of value, so you know where to put your focus and your stable energy towards. So yeah, determining our values, and this could be struggling with temptation, because sometimes it's just easy to just grab whatever is available in arm's reach because you don't want to do the work, or you don't want to be lonely, or some people are scared of that connection or afraid of the feelings or the emotions, and so they just get with something that is more surface, and it's comfortable for some, but it's choosing between the depth and that love and that real partnership in the union versus, you know, what is just temporary. So knowing what your values are will help you figure out the Jupiter in Capricorn transit for this next year. So, all right, guys, I hope that was helpful. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or like if you like it. And I will see you in the next video. All right, peace out, guys. Your Lucid Living Coach, Karina.